Guys, welcome to Age Wrestling. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. So, guys, today I'll be doing a video about Paige's career, right? And, guys, I don't know if y'all heard, but Paige did a promo on Nikki Bella last week on SmackDown. And, guys, Paige crashed out on the WWE. She was saying that WWE, they really don't give a F about the women's division. Guys, I'm going to tell you the reality of what's really going on with Paige. I know she buried her entire career. Guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Guys, it's hot outside, bro. I'm in the park right now, underneath the tree. Bro, it's like 90 degrees outside, bro. It's ridiculous. But I'm gonna do this content for y'all, bro. I'm sweating like a pig. Alright, so boom. Guys, Paige, the first ever NXT Women's Champion. And guys, it's really sad how Triple H has buried Paige. I mean, bro, Paige is from the Triple H era. You know what I mean? Guys, Paige is the first ever NXT Women's Champion. She's the first ever to ever win it. You know? Bro, it's so sad is what Triple H is doing to Paige right now. It really is. So guys, Paige, you know, is basically her career in a nutshell, right? Started off in NXT, she was in the OG era with Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, and you know, she was like in the OG era. This was before things really kicked off, you know. And then guys, Paige went on Monday Night Raw and she became the first ever NXT Women's Champion and Divas Champion, right, at the same time. And plus, Paige is the first ever female wrestler to become World Champion in her first match. Yeah. Guys, I think Paige is the first wrestler, period, to become the World Champion in her first match. I think it's Paige. I might be wrong, bro. I have to look that up. I think it's Paige or probably it's Brock Lesnar. Guys, as I was saying, yeah, so Paige was in a decent storyline with AJ Lee. And then, guys, Paige, she was in a weird storyline with Charlotte. Especially when she cut that promo on Charlotte's dead brother. Dog, that promo was... Oh. Bro, I know the storyline was trash, but dog, that promo? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, yeah, guys, I think Paige got injured, you know, and then she came back like 2 years later. Guys, when Paige came back from injury, this was during the height of the draft, you know, during the 2018-2019 era. And then Paige came back with Absolution, with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Y'all remember them? Right? And then she was basically rolling through the entire roster. And it looks like Paige was about to become Women's Champion. And then, guys, on a match, Paige was in a tag team match with Sasha Banks. And Sasha hit Paige in the back and she got injured again. Yes, guys, Paige came back again and got injured again, bro. Right? And then, guys, Paige could have wrestled for like 5 years. And guys, I think this is where Paige effed up her career. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention the videos that got leaked about Paige. You know, guys, I remember the incident with Xavier Woods. Don't have to go into details, but yeah, bro. Guys, by the way, Paige went on an interview and she said that she was about to commit suicide over those videos, and her father stopped her. Guys, the reason why Paige is living today is because of her father. Props to him, man. Props to him, bro. Props to him, dog. Man, that shit was so effed up, dog. Like, honestly. And then, guys, we move fast forward to Paige's AEW career. You know? Guys, sorry about that, helicopter in the background. Yes, as I was saying, yeah, so Paige went to AEW, and guys, I think this is where Paige buried her entire career. Her second run into wrestling. Paige said she finally has a boss that listened to her. Guys, when Paige said that, she ruined her career. And then, guys, she was in a trash storyline with Tony Storm, right? And guys, by the way, when Paige left, Tony Storm became a star. We got timeless Tony Storm, so thank God for that. But bro, Paige's storyline with Tony Storm was trash, bro. It was utter trash. Right? She won the title, then she lost it. It made no sense. And then, guys, Paige went on an interview and said that she wants to go back to WWE while she was in AEW. Guys, I think this is where Paige ended her career, bro. I think this is where she effed up her career. So guys, you're telling me you're dissing Vince McMahon. I know you're saying you want to go back to WWE. Guys, I think this is where Paige effed up her career. Guys, let me tell you something about wrestling, man. Guys, you see, once you're in a position and you've been treated like one of the top wrestlers, right? And you've been getting a lot of money. Guys, when you're in a wrestling and you're in Paige's position, or even CM Punk's position, do not disrespect the people that you're working for. Because guys, you might never know what can happen to you. You might never know. Guys, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Paige can ever go back to AEW. I don't think she can ever go back to AEW, dog. Guys, why would Tony Khan resign Paige? Why? You came over to my promotion, you diss Vince, and then you literally went on an interview said that you're gonna go back to WWE. Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and then guys, Paige, she came back years later at WrestleMania when she was in a tag team match with Brie Bella, right? Which made no sense. Right? I know she's in a storyline with Nikki Bella. Cause Brie Bella got injured, so Nikki Bella came back. I know they're in a storyline together. Guys, this is the type of shit that would happen 10 years ago, dog. Like, this is 10 years too late, honestly. I know, guys, on last week's SmackDown, Paige was cutting a promo on Nikki Bella, but they didn't put it in the show. They cut it out, and instead, they put it up on YouTube. And guys, Paige crashed out on the WWE. Guys, this is what I always say, bro. Do not burn bridges in wrestling, especially for a top wrestler. Do not burn bridges, bro. Do not. Do not, fam. Do not. You know what I mean? Guys, if I was Paige, I would just say, yo, I'm grateful for AEW. Guys, I wouldn't say I want to go back to WWE. I would just say, yo, I'm just grateful, You know what I mean? If I want back to go to WWE, I would just, I would keep it a secret, Why tell the whole world, like, keep that secret, make it feel special? You know what I mean? So, I mean, guys, that's Paige's career in a nutshell, Guys, I ain't gonna lie. Paige could have been a special talent. And I mean, like, in the ring. Bro, like, Paige could have been a mega star, bro. Honestly. Guys, it's interesting. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I'll be dropping a video about how The Rock almost saved Cody's career. And the reason Jacob Fatu almost got fired before WrestleMania. Guys, stay tuned. See y'all soon.